are now in the deep end of horror.
And I will see the life run out of you.
Let's go back to the future of 1993. The 10th biggest moneymaker was the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Coming in at number 10, the first of the Leprechaun movies. This one stars Jennifer Aniston in a very early role for her, pre-Friends. And Warwick Davis stars as the titular Leprechaun. The first one is okay, which is a shame because the first one in the series should be really, really good. This series would go into outer space. It would go to the hood. It would go back to the hood. It would suffer through a reboot that was terrible, and so they rebooted the reboot. And we ended up with 8 or 9, I've even lost track, of the Leprechaun movies. This set has all 7 films and ends with Origins, so that's the first reboot. So 8. There are 8 films. Leprechaun. Hey Chupa. Hey Chupa.
The luck of the Irish is being packed and shipped to a little town in South Dakota whose luck may have just run out.
It's out of the crate.
Well, it wouldn't be a list without the king. Coming in at number 9, Stephen King's The Dark Half by George Romero. I would talk about the endless pot of gold that, Chupa, you're in the way. The endless pot of gold that Stephen King brings, but actually Orion Pictures was locked up due to financial difficulties, and this film didn't get released for 2 years after it was made. The Dark Half.
Thad Beaumont has a secret.
I know all about it.
A piece of himself he keeps hidden.
You just don't want to give up George. You become attached to him.
Locked away until he needs it.
These behaviors could be interpreted as schizophrenia.
Away from the light, safe in the shadows.
I wrote those words, and I have no recollection of doing it.
But sometimes secrets take on a life of their own. Thad Beaumont thought he didn't need George Stark anymore.
The American way of death.
That's it.
He served his purpose. Time to lay him to rest. But George is not about to go quietly.
You really don't realize what you're like when you write those books, do you? It's like watching Jekyll turn into Hyde.
We're here to question you in connection with a capital crime.
Evidence says you did it.
George Stark has somehow come to life.
Hello, George.
I can come closer to believe a ghost story than this. You're talking about a man who never was.
He wants to take over your life. Can't you see that?
Based upon a book by Stephen King, comes George A. Romero's masterful vision of a nightmare come true.
Are you ready? Just waiting on you.
the dark half.
Coming in at number 8 is a film that you should have seen, and if you haven't seen, you need to run out and go see it right away. That is Bruce Campbell concluding his Evil Dead trilogy with Army of Darkness. If you've seen this film, and I trust that you have, go watch it again and tell me that Bruce Campbell and M. Beth Davidson, his co-star, aren't in two entirely different films. Bruce knows which film he's in. M. Beth thinks she's in something much better than she thinks it is. Army of Darkness. Hysterical fun, wonderful Sam Raimi film. Just a blast. And you can, if you get the collector's edition, I think they have 3 different versions on here. 3 different versions, 4 different versions. They have on the Scream Factory one, they have the theatrical version, the director's cut, the international cut, and the television version. So you can watch a version you've not seen before. Army of Darkness.
In an age of darkness.
May God have mercy upon your souls. Something's wrong. Something's amiss.
And a time of evil.
You shall die!
When the world needed a hero.
The swallow our souls. I don't want to die!
What it got was him.
Groovy. You know your shoelace is untied.
He's a 20th century guy.
For that arrogance, I shall see you dead.
Trapped in the Middle Ages.
All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up. This is my boomstick.
Now, let's talk about how I get back home.
Foretold by a mystical book.
Within its pages are passages that can send you back to your time.
Forewarned by a wise man.
You must recite the words Klaatu, Berata, Niktu.
I got it!
Fulfilled by a wise guy.
Klaatu, Berata.
When thou misspoke the words, the army of the dead awoke.
Now, he's got a date.
Give me some sugar, baby.
Sheila!
With the Army of Darkness.
You found me beautiful once.
Honey, you got real ugly.
Sound the trumpets. Raise the drawbridge. Drop the Oldsmobile. From Sam Raimi.
Oh, that's gonna hurt!
Director of Darkman. Comes Army of Darkness. They live. They breathe. They suck. Army of Darkness.
Number 7 belongs to Man's Best Friend, proving you can never have enough, Lance Henriksen. My favorite part about this film is the MPAA rating. The MPAA rating is R for terror and violence involving a household pet. How many films other than Cujo can say that? Man's Best Friend.
I want people to really see what's going on in here. I can't believe they're experimenting on endangered species like these.
Exactly what kind of work do you do here?
I do genetic research.
I'm gonna do the intro to the story. Is this dog an innocent victim? And this dog, Max?
I want Max back. We're not talking about a street mutt here. We are talking about $1 million research hound.
Thank you, Max. Sweet.
See, Max is not your typical dog. He's a genetic crossbreed.
Get him, Max!
Enhanced sight, hearing, strength, stamina. The ability to climb with jaguar-like agility. Even a chameleon-like capability to camouflage itself if threatened. In the right hands, Max can save thousands of lives. In the wrong hands, he can be a deadly weapon.
You're in big
big trouble.
He's coming apart. He is gonna see.
Man's best friend.
Well, Stephen King steals another spot on the list with the film that should be better than it is, Needful Things. Ed Harris, Bunny Bedelia, Max von Sydow, they're all good in the film. And it's an excellent story, but the novel is actually much better than the film because they basically had to streamline the film, even though this is long this is a 2-hour-long horror movie, so it's about 15 minutes longer than your average horror movie. And Amanda Plummer steals all of her scenes. But it was just lacking a little something. It's not a classic, and it should be, but it's a good King film. Needful Things.
Castle Rock Entertainment and Stephen King invite you to visit Castle Rock, Maine, a quiet little town whose population has just increased by 1.
Do you believe in the devil, Father?
I guess I have to. You can't have one without the other.
What's he look like? What the hell does he look like?
May I take this opportunity to welcome you to Castle Rock on the good Lord's behalf?
Why not? So where are you from?
Ohio. I've been in this business a long time, and I have learned the pleasure of offering my customers what they really need.
He came here to destroy us.
Oh, you wussy.
There have been 2 murders and an attempted suicide in this quiet little town, and Mr. Leland Garner's at the bottom of it.
You are disgusting. I like that in a person.
Everybody that's got it coming is gonna get it now.
The young carpenter from Nazareth. I knew him well. Promising young man. But he died badly.
A famine here, a flood there, a little bloodlust, a broken heart. You can't win. I've got God on my side.
We're having fun now. How is it going? I killed my wife. Is that wrong? Hey, these things happen.
Well, coming in at number 5, a film I like because every time I get to show my Friday the 13th tin, it makes me happy. However, the film is Jason Goes to Hell, and it's a very fan-divisive film, given that Jason leaves Friday the 13th behind, and then shortly after that, the film leaves Jason behind. Friday the 13th is no longer part of the title, and Jason Goes to Hell. Take that for what you will.
Horror has many faces. Death wears many different masks. But pure evil wears only one. And this is your final chance to see it. Jason Goes to Hell, the final Friday.
Well, coming in at 4th place is a film my daughters watch every single year for Halloween. No, it's not Trick or Treat, which I watch every single year for Halloween. Nor is it Halloween, which I watch every year for Halloween. But for them, Halloween is all about the three witches, Hocus Pocus, Bette Midler, Sarah Jessica Parker, and Kathy Najimy. Disney's Hocus Pocus, one of Disney's few forays into horror. Third place goes to a sequel. I know, you're shocked. This time, it's Addams Family Values, which features a ridiculous number of cameos, including Cynthia Nixon, Tony Shalhoub, and Peter Graves as the host. Addams Family Values.
Go ahead!
What news? Father, what is it?
It's an Addams.
Paramount Pictures invites you to welcome the new arrival.
Hey, kiddo.
Did you see that? This is Mr. Linsky, our new nanny. What do we say?
Be afraid.
The new adventure.
Summer camp.
Life saving! I'll be the victim. All your life.
And the new romance.
I'm engaged.
That ring.
It was our mother's. She was buried with it.
So you still desire me after all this time? The old ball and chain.
Forever.
I'll get them.
He likes you.
I'm good with my hands. I'll never forget you.
You won't?
You're too weird.
Scream if you need anything.
Why are you dressed like somebody died? Wait.
Cara mia.
Strangely, with Disney featuring so little horror, we have another one on the list from them. And that's coming in at number 2, a favorite of mine, The Nightmare Before Christmas. And I'll upgrade to Blu-ray at some point, but I really love the box from this DVD. Nightmare Before Christmas. One of our fish is named Jack Skellington.
Welcome to an extraordinary world filled with magic and wonder. Open your mind and let yourself go to a place where every day is Halloween and every night Jack Skellington
I am the Pumpkin King!
dreams of something different.
What is this? It's someplace new.
Jack, look out!
What's this? What's this? There's color everywhere. What's this? There's white things in the air. What's this? I can't believe my eyes. I must be dreaming. Wake up, Jack. This isn't fair. What is this?
Haven't you heard of peace on earth and goodwill toward men?
Touchstone Pictures presents the enchanting story of two very special dreamers and the holiday spirit that brought them together. From the imagination of Tim Burton comes The Nightmare Before Christmas.
And what did Santa bring you, honey?
And for once, the number 1 spot goes to a film that deserves the number 1 spot. The crowd pleaser and starter of course, another franchise. Uh-oh, I've taken it out of the box. It's Jurassic Park, when dinosaurs ruled the earth. Jurassic Park, I still have scars on my leg because my wife my loving, loving wife went to see Jurassic Park with me, and now I have scars on my leg to remind me maybe I don't take her to too many horror films. Jurassic Park.
There it is. Welcome to Jurassic Park.
We've made living biological attractions so astounding that they'll capture the imagination of the entire planet.
The most phenomenal discovery of our time.
How'd you do this?
Becomes the greatest adventure of all time.
Can I touch it?
Sure.
Universal Pictures presents
You feel that?
Hold on to your butts.
a Steven Spielberg film.
Fences are failing all over the park.
Yeah, that's nice. Gotta go.
An adventure.
Look out! No!
I can't get Jurassic Park back online.
65 million years in the making. Jurassic Park.
Click like, subscribe, or even comment below because I want to hear what you think.
No fair.